Hi guys and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to talk about the next life lesson. The surrender card that I have is surrender obsessive thinking. We are going to talk about what obsessive thinking is, how is the life lesson attached to it, how do you identify if you are an obsessive thinker, when is the life lesson actually involved in it, where does this obsessive thinking comes from, what are the solutions, and how can you actually deal with this situation and learn your life lesson. Before we begin, let's take a card for you guys. Message for viewers, right angels, message for viewers, message for viewers, something that they need to know. Okay, so I think more than one wants to come. Okay, two cards that I have is Queen of Swords, Queen of Michael, and the other one is 10 of Michael, 10 of Swords. It says a situation has ended and you finally are free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. You know exactly what to do. You have the benefit of experience. It is time for your career rather than relationships. So if I put these cards on any situation that you are undergoing, this means that this is the time where you put your past behind. This is the time when you don't indulge into emotions. You don't indulge into how things worked out or how things are working out. Rather than that, you focus on where is the new sun rising, what is happening. There could be that you're feeling backstabbed. There could be that you're feeling that something you thought did not turn out to be how it should have been, but it is empowering you. It is actually taking you forward. It is actually helping you get into your power, and that is why Queen of Swords, somebody who's into her power, somebody who knows. And it is not only for females, males. Cards are not really gender specific, but you know your power, and this situation is actually more empowering because the situation had to end for you to realize your power or realize the truth. Swords are also about truth. So that is why whatever situation that you are into, where you are feeling stuck, the time is to move on, time is to move forward, time is to let go of the past. Okay, so let's just talk about obsessive thinking. Now, the card says surrender obsessive thinking. It says if you are obsessive about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help you bring clarity and even solve the problem. Now, first of all, let's just understand what is obsessive thinking. Obsessive thinking is when you're mostly in a cycle where you keep thinking about stuff, people, situations, future, past, spirituality, anything, but you're continuously thinking about it. Okay, now this is not something which you are doing occasionally when there is somebody sick in the family and you are thinking about that person, that whether the person will be fine or not, or how can I help the person. If you're thinking about something or somebody just few minutes a day and not regularly, like once in a while, that's not obsessive thinking. And for example, if we are thinking about our most lovely soul, we are worried about that soul and we are thinking about that soul, but if you're thinking about that like when you're free or when you're reading something or when you're looking at something, that's not obsessive thinking. But if you're not able to do your daily things, if you're not able to do the day-to-day things without thinking, without with keeping your mind in that particular thing, then it is obsessive thinking. It could be anything. So if you're thinking about a person, situation, future, past, event, or how can you be spiritually connected, or how can you be awakened, when you are thinking about anything and that thing is on your mind most of the times when you are doing your day-to-day activities, or you're not even indulged completely in your day-to-day activities because there is a thought that is continuously running in your mind, that is obsessive thinking. Now, why is obsessive thinking a problem? Now, obsessive thinking is a problem because I wouldn't say problem, it's an opportunity to learn, because when you are obsessively thinking about something, that is when questions like will this happen or not, is this right or not, and a lot of negativity kind of comes into your life. And when that negativity comes in, then at that time doubts also come in, and when the doubts come in, then those things stop happening, stop moving. And that is why it is very, very, very important and essential for you to make anything happen in your life or create anything, to not be obsessive about that thing. And that is why if you're continuously thinking about something, there is a lesson that you have. There is, if you have a habit to think about one thing or another, not necessarily you are thinking about one thing every day. It is like a habit where one situation is over, you find another situation to keep on thinking about it. So that's obsessive thinking. Now, where does this obsessive thinking come from? The obsessive thinking comes from, one, your childhood. So if in your childhood you've been very lonely, or your parents didn't spend much time with you, or you didn't have kind of friends to kind of go out, enjoy your life, you're into your own, and you get into that habit of slowly and gradually thinking about stuff, thinking about future, being worried about things, and then the obsessive thinking kind of starts. It could also start from your relationships or relationship failures, or it could also start from any situations in your life, or it could also come from your past life, because it is a lesson, so it will be a trait that you will have from the beginning. Now, first thing that I want to say is that if you are a parent or an adult who is with a child, please ensure that you spend like 5 to 10 minutes every day, or at least in 2 to 3 days or 4 days with the child, just sitting and just kind of talking to the baby, talking to the child, talking to the kid, whatever teenage or whatever age that kid is, but talking to that child. It is very important, because that kind of marks how the child is going to be in future. Keep your phone aside, keep everything aside, and just give complete attention to your baby. Second, if your child is into a kind of a, say, teenage, like after 9, 10 and anything above that. Now teenage is not 15, 16, because now times have changed. So what kids used to be in teenage, they are from like 8, 9, 10 years old. So if you can just sit with them and discuss with them about your college days, your school days, your experiences, that will help them open up. And if they are undergoing any kind of relationship failure, any kind of situation with their friendships or their studies, they will not get into obsessive thinking about it, because they will be able to discuss it with you. So just do these two things, they will help you. Now, when is the life lesson involved? Life lesson is involved when you have a pattern of obsessive thinking. So one over another, something keeps coming and you keep thinking about something. There are repeated incidents that happen in your life that make you or push you into obsessive thinking, or you have a habit of obsessive thinking. So this is all three situations, you have a life lesson involved. Now, what is the life lesson? The life lesson that is involved in this is to empower your soul and get control over your mind. So what is happening with the obsessive thinking is your mind is ruling you. Your mind is ruling all the cells in your body, your soul, and it is making you go into the direction where you should not be going. So the life lesson is to empower your soul to get power over your mind. So that ways you can actually use your mind in more constructive ways to actually learn your lessons and move forward. So your life lesson is basically to empower your soul to get control over your mind. Now, how do you learn this life lesson? Now we know obsessive thinking and everything. Now what do you do to kind of get rid of it? The first thing that you can do is chantings. Or and chanting doesn't mean that you have to do a prayer only. Sing songs, play some songs on your phone and kind of hum them along with the phone. Nursery rhymes, if you have kids at home, play nursery rhymes and sing them along. Gayatri mantra or any kind of prayer if you want to do. But chanting, which means that whenever you're doing something where you're not using your brain, you're doing your day-to-day activities, and when you realize that this is the time when I get into that thinking zone of obsessive thinking, chant something, keep on saying something, keep on enjoying something. That what will happen with the music, especially or the chantings, your heart will feel better, your soul will feel better, your mind will calm down, and you will move out of this obsessive thinking. So this is one. Second, meditations. But people with obsessive thinking, you have to do only guided meditations where somebody is saying something and giving you instructions, and you're following those instructions and you're meditating. There are few on my channel, there are a lot on YouTube, find anything, but guided meditations. 3, very important with obsessive thinking, if you're not able to shut your mind, and it is very difficult in the beginning. When you are into that obsessive thinking, it is very, very difficult to shut your mind. If you're not able to shut your mind, go in front of the mirror, look into your own eyes and say shut up. Okay, it works wonderfully well. Sounds funny, works wonderfully well. So start doing that. After that, once you're able to kind of do some chantings, another thing that you can do is follow a hobby. So you can spend every day 5, 10, 15 minutes following something that you're passionate about, that you love doing, because for those 15, 16, 20 minutes you will not be thinking, like you will not be obsessively thinking about something. That will help you break the chain. Now when you are able to kind of do these things, the next step is give yourself logic or reasoning as to why you are not supposed to think this. So give yourself a positive solution of whatever you are thinking about or whatever you are obsessing about. Second, acknowledge. So when you are on that logic zone where you are able to give yourself a logic, the next one comes where rarely some obsessive thinking or rarely some situation like this will come into your mind, where you will again start getting into obsessive thinking. Logic, give yourself, acknowledge it, acknowledge that okay, I am again getting into that zone, and tell yourself that thank you for whatever information I'm getting, but now I choose to be on the path of calmness and not indulge into the same thing. When you do that, your mind will actually become balanced and you will move past obsessive thinking. Now the affirmation that you can do is, I allow my mind to be quiet and I empower my soul. Thoughts flow easily in and out of my mind, and the flow always brings happiness and abundance. So if you say this affirmation, that will help you kind of move past obsessive thinking. So this is your life lesson, guys, and if you can, please share the video with everyone that you can, because I think these are the things that we all need to know, and these are very simple, easy techniques to get rid of things. So share it with all, and press the like button, makes the video searchable. If you can, subscribe the channel. Let's see what is the message for you guys. Lovers and Sun. So Sun card is something beautiful, something nice, something new, a new energy coming into your life. Lovers is a card of partnerships. Lovers is a card of connecting with your own soul. Lover is the card of connecting with your soulmates. Lovers is the card of new beginnings, choosing where you want to move, angels coming, growth coming into your life. So if you're looking for a relationship, that might come into your life. If you're looking for a partnership, that might come into your life. If you're looking for kind of find some self-love, find some spirituality, that will also come into your life. So it's a very, very positive card, and whatever you're looking at in your life, there is a go ahead for that. Okay, there's another card that is turned around. It is King of Cups. So again, this is emotional stability. This is, you need to kind of start working on your emotions and start getting balanced in your emotions, and when you get that, you are into a very, very powerful zone where you can actually be anywhere and handle anything. So you are into a very powerful zone if you actually get balance over your emotions. So these are the things that I would share today, and if you can, like I said, subscribe the channel, like the video, share it with everyone that you can. I'll meet you with another life lesson for you guys, just sitting there. Okay, now I will meet you with another life lesson with you guys, and take care of yourself till then. Take care of yourself. Bye bye. Thank you.